Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. It is your girl Alana Simone. So first of all, I wanted to welcome you guys in. I hope you're having an amazing day. So today we're going to be talking about your friends and your future. And I think this is so important because oftentimes I think people don't realize how important it is to really know who you have around you and know, that a lot of times the people you have closest to you or the people that you allow yourself to surround yourself with, how much of an impact they can have on your life. And so that's what I wanted to talk about, because our friends are a big part of our life, just like our family in most cases. I mean, some people get issues with their family, but we're not talking about that today. But we're talking about friends and how the importance, because one thing about people is we desire companionship, we desire friendship, and it's important to have in our life. But we have to know that the friends we have around us can really directly impact our future and the decisions that we make and the path that we kind of go on in life. And so we want to make sure in our friend group and just any decisions that we're making with our friends that it's the best decision, and it's a decision that's going to get us the best results, because I think it was a saying, what is it? It's like, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. And just in that little short line, how powerful it is, because it's the truth. You show me your friends and when you show me your friends, you show me your future, because people who you hang around can rub, like if you hang around the most, you start to do the similar things, you start to act the same, you start to really do the same things that they're doing. And so if you're hanging around people that are constantly getting in trouble, constantly doing bad things, and you're around that constantly, that behavior starts to rub off on you, and lo and behold, you start getting into things and getting into trouble, and then your whole life can be messed up because of this, who you're surrounding yourself with. So we need to just make sure we're mindful and the people that we decide to have in our life, that we hang around, because it's a direct impact to our future. And so we just need to make sure that we are choosing friends that really make better decisions and really can, like, we got to look at our friend group and be like, okay, what are we doing right now? How are we growing? How are we getting better? And if you don't feel like that in your friend group, then maybe it's time to decide to not be friends with this specific group if you're constantly getting into things that are not good. Because yes, you're doing it now, it may be young and stuff, but it can directly impact your future. And you would hate for, stuff you did when you were a teenager or a young adult to now carry you into your adulthood, and you make a decision while you're a teenager and now you're locked up for the rest of your life because of one decision you made. It's stuff like that unfortunately happens to people, and we have the opportunity to be able to not allow that to happen. We just got to use our wisdom that God has given us in our decision making, and really understanding and knowing that it really does matter who we keep around us. The company we keep does matter, because it directly impacts the future that we have. And so one thing about me is I'm a person that has standards for myself, and then I have also, because I have standards for myself, it naturally pours into my friendships as well. So I'm not one of those people that's pressed to have a whole bunch of friends, that's pressed to be included and accepted. And I'm okay with being the odd one out of the bunch, because why? I realize that I have goals in life. I realize that I have a purpose in life, and that God has put me on this planet for a reason. And I'm not just going to let anybody mess that up and give them the power and ability to come in and mess things up. And so for me, I'm a super friendly person. If you meet me, I most of the time I'm talking to strangers and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, as far as having close friends and people to me, I have a select few, because why? That's what works for me. And I understand that the things that I choose to do in life, it requires me to have a higher standard for not only myself, for the people that I have around me. And so you know, you don't have to be perfect, because I'm not perfect. My friends are not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But you can have a level of standard to where it causes your people around you to know that we're not going to do certain things around this person because that's not how they operate. And it kind of creates a form of respect, not for you and the person, so we know which boundaries to cross and whatnot. And so it also, I feel like, inspires people, because you see that just because we're young, we don't have to throw our life away and be acting crazy and acting a fool because that's what people tell us to do. Like, no, we can literally do stuff with our life. We can be successful. We can do a whole bunch of things. We can, you know, really obtain the things that we desire and really succeed. It's really up to us in the decision making that we make. And so we need to understand that we have the power and the ability to be able to have a successful life. Not a perfect life, but a life that can be more beneficial. But we have to take in consideration the people that we allow around us, the things that we even get ourselves into, because we don't want our life to get jacked up off of one situation, one circumstances, or because my friend told me to do this and now you know, strung out on drugs, or you're homeless, or, you know, it's so many outcomes when we choose to hang around the wrong group of people, okay? So, I mean, I'm not telling you how to live your life, because you grown. I mean, I hope you grown. If you're not grown, you still have a mind of your own. So you can pick and choose who you want to be friends with, okay? So, you know, that's one thing. But I just want to encourage you and let you know that we need to think smarter in the things that we do. We need to even think smarter in the friends that we allow to have around us, because first of all, everybody not your friend. And just because they try to say they're your friend, some people are not. And we have to also understand that, and use our mind and wisdom that God has given us to be able to discern that and know that, you know, when people don't have good intentions for you. And so, you know, we need to understand that. And that's why it's important for us to have a relationship with God, especially us being young. Like, we think it's not important. It is very important, because God can help us with these things. He can help us with our friendships and the people that we choose to have around us. Because why? The thing that we don't understand is how amazing God is, and how, you know, smart and just intentional He is. Because why? God is God for a reason. So God sees the bigger picture. He knows each and every one of us by name. He knows us individually. And so we think that we don't need Him, and we can do whatever we want. We can live our life. Our friends can tell, you know, we do everything by ourselves and we don't care. But we don't understand the importance it is to have God in our life. And to ask Him, Lord, is this a good friend for me? Is the friend group that I'm in, is this a good group that I should be in? Because He will give you the answers that you're looking for and need. Because why? He knows these people. He knows your friends. He knows what they're doing when they're in front of you and when they're not in front of you. So the best person to ask is Him, and knowing and asking Him, is this the friends that you desire for me to have? Should I be friends with these people? Especially if you've been getting into things and all that stuff, you start even questioning your mind, like, I don't even know if these are really my friends. Best person you can ask is God, because He knows. And one thing about God is He does things differently. So it's not necessarily things where it's like, okay, you like, because some people be afraid, like, oh my God, I don't know if I could tell them I don't want to be their friend. But sometimes if you just pray and ask God, you know, for direction on your friends and just all this stuff in your life, He will start removing people. He will start revealing things, and it just naturally starts to happen to where you may have been friends with somebody, but all of a sudden they stop talking to you, or all of a sudden y'all just get disconnected, or, you know, things just start happening. You're like, I don't understand. We was real close and now all of a sudden we not. But sometimes that's God working in the midst, because He's seeing that this person is not a good friend for you. He's seeing that, you know, this is not a good relationship for you to continue to be in. So He starts to separate things. He starts to pull us apart from people, because He sees the bigger picture. He sees more than what we can see. And so it's the best thing in life, you know, to have God on your side, especially in picking your friends and, you know, all that stuff. Because first of all, He knows these people, but He also knows the plans He has for us. And so if he wants to, if we are designed to get to succeed and want to have the best life, the best person to partner with is God, because he sees and he knows the plans that he has for us. So anything that we do, he wants to make sure that we make it to that, you know, the goal that we have and the things that he has for us. So if it involves removing people out of our life that don't have the best intentions, or maybe are in our life and can cause distraction and get us off focus, he will start removing things or revealing things so that you know you need to not be friends with this person, or you need to pick better friends or something. And it's okay. Like, a lot of times people want friends and they don't want to be by themselves, but sometimes you got to go on a journey alone for a little bit, and it's okay, because I'd rather have God than a friend that's going to backstab me or just not have good intentions for me. Because why? I know that God has the best intentions for me. So I'd rather have him and lose everybody else, you know, because I know in the end he will put people around me with integrity and with genuine intentions. And so I just need to allow him to do that and release control, because if we try to hold on to people that we just need to let go, and it's not really helping us. So, you know, it's up to you to make a decision. I just wanted to share this because I see a lot of people, especially my age, they, you know, it's cool to have friends, it's cool to, you know, do all this stuff, but a lot of people aren't getting nowhere. A lot of people's life is even ending at an early age. I don't know how many people around my age have died, you know, in the past couple of years, and it's just so sad. And a lot of it has been because of the environments they're in and who they choose to surround themselves with. A person who had so much more potential and so much more future to live, but it got ended because of unfortunate situation in their life, you know, whether it was friends setting them up, or even just, you know, just being in not good environments and not connected to God, really. So, you know, I don't want to continue to see people's life get ended or life get cut short because of over things that we can control. Like, we can control what type of friends we surround ourselves with. We can control the type of environments we put ourselves in. Like, it's so much we can do, you know, that can prevent this. We just have to know and recognize that, you know. So just know that, just be open to that. Just know that your friends matter more, and it matters really because it directly impacts your future. And so just know, just make better decisions in the friends that you choose to have around you, the friends that you choose to make just in life. Like, just make better decisions overall in your life, and know that God is available to help you along the way, and he's there to reach out. Like, that should be our number one relationship and priority. As far as even friendship, is having God as your friend, okay? And then he'll help you with the rest, okay? So just know that, you know, your friends are important. Your life is important. And that's really what it is. Above all else, it's your life that really is what matters at the end of the day. And so we want to make sure that we all succeed and that we all can live a long time and not have it cut short by, you know, crazy little things. Like, so yeah, you guys, I thank you so much for being here. I thank you for just listening and being open to hear something different. And I really pray that you can just start making better decisions in your life and who you choose to surround yourself with. And I guarantee you'll be proud, not only proud of yourself, but proud of just the life that you'll start to live, and the amount of things you'll start to achieve and accomplish now that you've let toxic people go or toxic situations go. Like, you'll have so much more to do and experience and really achieve in life when you just let things go that don't really serve you good, okay? So just know that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.